Get yourself a real job.
Look at that guy.
You're not good enough.
He is not going to make it.
He has no chance.
And going into this tournament, having not made it past the first round of a Grand Slam before, did you expect that you would be sitting here going into the second week of a slam, having taken out the number 2 seed?
I mean, to go into the second week, maybe not, but third time's a charm.
We're here in London, Wimbledon, at the All England Tennis and Croquet Club to play the most prestigious tournament in the world. And now, for the first time, we are in the 4th round of this fantastic tournament. Hi, my name is Alexander Waske. I'm a former tennis professional and I'm the coach of Henrik Jebens.
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
Hi, I'm Henrik Jebens. I'm currently number 52 in the world in doubles. And I just came back from my first Wimbledon where I played quarterfinals with my partner Constantin.
Der Christian, meine Aufgabe im Team ist in erster Linie der Athletiktrainer, zum Schauen, dass die Jungs körperlich, mental, physisch und psychisch, das gehört zusammen, auf den Punkt vorbereitet sind.
We had a pretty big team going into Wimbledon, not just Constantin and myself, also Mr. Christian Rauscher, Mr. Alexander Waske and Mr. Markus Wisselsberger. Alexander Waske and Christian Rauscher working more with me and Markus Wisselsberger working more with Constantin, but for these tournaments we, so to speak, joined forces. It has been a key for our success to bring in knowledge from everybody around.
Well, Hendrik's team started basically with just me and him. Our connection came through our school. We both went to San Diego State, go Aztecs. So this is how we basically got together, and my career was done. His career was starting. We worked together and we liked working with each other. Hendrik obviously heard lots of times that he's not good enough and that he is not talented enough. I know that from my own experience that happened to me as well. I feel with him there and had a strong belief in him. With the time, Hendrik was very eager to get better, and his biggest flaw, his biggest weakness was the coordination and the movement on the court. I was working on it with him and I got him a bit better, but I told him, I'm going to get him better, but I'm not going to get him to his absolute limit. And I told him to maybe get Christian Rauscher on board, who I worked with for many years on the tour.
Mich hat Alex Waske vor einem Jahr angerufen und da haben wir gesprochen und hat mir erzählt, er braucht mehr Beweglichkeit. Und dann haben wir zum ersten Mal im August angefangen, da aber nur tagweise immer, und ab Februar jetzt arbeiten wir richtig intensiv zusammen und seit München jetzt arbeiten wir jede Woche eigentlich zusammen. Er bekommt meine Trainingspläne und ich bin mit der Entwicklung sehr zufrieden. Wir haben für Wimbledon explizit den tiefen Körperschwerpunkt trainiert, haben noch Return, die ganze Position ist noch tiefer, da haben wir sehr viele Übungen gemacht, sehr viele Kräftigungen gemacht. Das war unsere Ausgangslage nach Paris, wo wir das erste Rasenturnier in Stuttgart gespielt haben und haben dann an und für sich schon angefangen, uns auf Rasen vorzubereiten. Aber das geschieht auch mit Absprache mit Alex, der mir dann immer wieder sagt, der Transfer auf den Tennisplatz ist gelungen oder nicht gelungen.
So Mr. Rauscher is, for me personally, in optimizing my own performance, the most important person in the team. He changed a lot of my actions during a tournament, my training routines. He knows all the little tweaks you have to do in exercises. He knows exactly the volume of certain movements. Since I've been working with him, I move much better on the court, feel more stable in the shots, Also, I have less pain in my body, and these are all things that help me to play better and perform better in being a better doubles player. So our team performs better in the end and wins more.
It's really been paying off. Hendrik is moving a lot better. He's lower in the stances, and now his improved coordinational skills are really getting him to become a better tennis player. They're working into the right techniques now, the right footwork techniques, which just makes his overall game better and gives us more options.
So Alexander is not just a former world-class player in doubles and also in singles, he's also a very great coach, and he has helped us tremendously in analyzing the opponents, looking at a lot of film studies, talking to former players, in learning about their tendencies, and this is very valuable information, and everybody at the top of the game is doing that in singles or in doubles, and we've been able to use that information to win more matches.
Hello, how are you?
So gut!
Stark! Come on!
Everybody on the team has their job. My job is to scout and analyze the opponents. The match is done, we're all happy. There's no time for celebration. Christian takes care of the cool down, mobility. I go to the court. If possible, I watch the match live. I want to see the things that are maybe not on camera. I want to hear what they're saying. I want to see gestures. I want to feel, maybe I can sense something that is important, maybe not. How far they got up until a couple of weeks back was because they have strength, they have power, they have good serves, and they're just good tennis players. But that will only get us to a certain point. Now we need to find smaller margins of improvement possibilities to tactically improve. What is my position when my partner gets this shot? What happens a lot? What are the tactics that they're using against us? How can we counterpunch that?
So gut!
So the coaches, they greatly help with their experience. Oftentimes when you're in these new situations, playing Wimbledon for the first time, winning first round for the first time, preparing for the second round, playing for a lot of money, a lot of points, all of this pressure, it skews your perception a little bit, and you don't see things so clearly because a lot of emotions are involved, and when emotions are high, typically reason goes a bit lower. And that's where the coaches have experience, and they've been in these situations as players, as coaches in the past, and they know how to optimize the performance. It helped a lot that the coaches broke down for us that we don't play like the tournament at once in one moment, but that we go set by set, game by game, serve by serve, point by point. It's helping us to stay present in the moment, because in tennis at the end of the day you can always only control one point. If you win it, good, then you focus on the next one. If you lose it, forget about it quickly, because the less it affects you in a negative way that you've just lost a point, the more chances you have to win the next one.
Constantin is also a former college player who went to Baylor, a strong personality, big guy. I mean, this is our strength. We have power, we have raw energy on the court. He has lots of sound techniques and shots. He's a very smart guy, listens, very coachable also. I would say if you want to repeat something 3 times, he would ask for 2 more, making sure that he really gets things done. Easy personality to get around with, good sense of humor. Yeah, and a good fighter on the court.
Good start, Henrik!
Ich glaube, das Team hat eine Riesenchance, den Weg, den wir jetzt angefangen haben, weiterzugehen. Weil das Team ist nicht nur ein Tennisteam, sondern auch ein privates Team, was unglaublich angenehm ist und unglaublich leistungsfördernd sein kann. Die Jungs machen sich miteinander warm, die gehen essen miteinander. Das ist eine Riesenchance, die wir hier haben. So, wir müssen jeden Tag unsere Arbeit machen, jeden Tag zu 100% unsere Aufgaben abarbeiten. Und wir machen jeden Tag unsere Arbeit zu 100%. Wir werden kein Dulli-Dulli machen und dann werden wir das Ranking und den Weg bekommen, den wir verdient haben. Das Ranking lügt nicht und es nützt nichts, da jetzt irgendwelche Parolen auszugeben, Top 10 oder Top 20 oder irgend so ein Bullshit. Ich halte da nichts davon. Lass uns jeden Tag arbeiten und wir kommen dahin, wo wir hingehören. Aus, basta.
So the great thing with Constantin is he's a very intelligent, ambitious person, honest, hardworking, very professional. So sometimes in the training sessions we get very intense, not against each other, but just training intensely and looking for everything to improve. But then when it's over, we can also put it aside and have a good social connection, which I think is crucial. We're playing so many weeks, and there it helps a lot that we can also sit down and talk about other things. And for example, after a long tournament, go for dinner and not talk about the matches, just talk about something else. And I really appreciate it. And I think why we have a good social connection is because we have a similar background, going to America, playing college tennis, that we've both chosen a doubles route. So there are a lot of similarities between us. So for me, Wimbledon was very special. It's the first time winning a match at a Grand Slam and then directly going into the second week. And I think we talked about this a lot. If someone would have told us that before and said, hey, you will play quarterfinal, then I would have signed off and said, okay, I take it. The interesting thing is though, now that we've lost in the quarterfinal and it was in a very close match, it also hurts a bit and everything seemed possible out of a sudden. And the key thing I'm taking from this is that it's crazy how fast things can change. Like those 10 days, they've changed so much. But the work that has been done before was crucial for us to have the success. But then in 10 days, our whole perspective changed. We were all of a sudden on TV in Germany.
Und jetzt das Heute-Journal.
Besser lief es dagegen für das deutsche Herrendoppel Constantin Franzen und Hendrik Jebens. Die beiden Außenseiter aus Düsseldorf und Stuttgart gewannen überraschend ihr Achtelfinale in 2 Sätzen.
Interviews and getting a lot of attention because not many German players were still involved in the tournament. And also ranking-wise, financially, it was very crazy to see how fast out of a sudden in pretty much 8 days since Mallorca, 8 to 10 days, how much can change in sports. And that's a very interesting thing to me and something that I didn't really truly understood before. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. It was a great experience in Wimbledon. I hope the video, the movie gave you a little bit of that feeling and maybe motivated some of you to go more for their own journey, be it in tennis or be it in something else. Thanks again a lot to the whole team that was involved. This was such a great experience. It leaves a lot of hunger and desire for more. And if you're new to the channel, that's what we want to show here. We want to cover all of the emotions, also the negative ones. If you look at some of the older videos from us and then the positive ones, and want to take you on our journey. And if you like that, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you like to see more, and we see you in the next video. Geil, es war gut.